what's up, guys? So, I want to do a video on handling objections because there are so many objections that we get in the DMs when you're pitching or you're just talking to somebody. People tend to have some type of objection, at least a lot of people. So, I'm just going to go over some shit to kind of show you how you can handle some of them and why objections happen and why it's important to try and find out the root cause of the specific objection. Is it a true objection, or are they just trying to get you out of their hair? That type of stuff. But I just wanted to do this also because I did put a poll in the group, I think a few weeks back, maybe almost a month ago, so sorry this is a little late. But I gave a couple topics, what would you guys like me to make a video on, and this one got the most votes, so we're going to go over this. If there's any other type of topics or anything you would like me to cover or you'd like to discuss, just drop it in the comments below, or you can even just DM me anytime, say like, hey, could you make a training on this, or just ask me questions. Feel free to message me anytime, guys. I do not bite. I'm not going to force you into things. I am here to help. That's what I'm here for, and this is why I'm making these videos. So let's get into this and see how we can handle some common objections that we might get. So, why do you need to know how to handle objections with people? Okay, so you really want to find out if they are actual, true objections. Sometimes people just say things so that you kind of, fuck off. They just want you to go away. So you kind of want to find out what it is, or they mask an objection they're embarrassed about with a different one. So it's good to try and figure it out if it's real or not. Now, another thing is that you can ease their worries and their concerns. So if there's certain things that, their objection because they don't really trust you, they may not trust the product or the process or the strategies, that type of stuff, then if you can get that out of them and you can understand why they're having that objection, now is the time to come in and ease their worries, de-risk it, talk to them about it, discuss their concerns and make them feel better about it. And you're leaving money on the table if someone just comes up with an objection, you're like, okay, bye, and that's it. Because majority, or at least a lot of the time, you can talk to these people and you can fix these objections, right? We're not going to sit here and try to force people into this and try and debunk their objection and force them into it or talk them into things, but you can have a discussion with them. And sometimes these discussions help them and help them feel comfortable in making that investment and turn into a buyer. So if you're not doing that at all, you're leaving money on the table 100%. And then you can find out where they're falling off. Is there something that turned them off by it? Is there something that they're missing that they would like in that isn't in that? Or did you not, were you not clear about something that this comes with, or what this actually is, whatever your offer may be? I don't know what your offers are, so I can't say specifically. I'm just saying generally, you want to find out where they fall off. If they looked at your offer because you gave it to them, they asked for it, so there was interest. And now if they are no longer interested, you want to find out where did they fall off. They were interested in this, now they're not interested at all. Was there something about the offer? Is there something about the product that they don't like maybe? So you want to have these conversations to try and figure that out, because it helps with feedback to help you improve your offer or your approach or your pitch, whatever it may be, however you presented it to that person. So trying to handle these objections and just at least talk to people about their objections helps tremendously for so many different reasons. So these are the top main reasons that people may have objections. So they simply just don't want to make a decision, which happens all the time. I am guilty of that. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know how many times in my life I'm I don't want to make the decision. I don't want to do it. Someone else make the decision and I'll do the fucking thing. Especially when it comes to even little things like what's for dinner. My boyfriend wants to know, what do you want for dinner? I'm I don't know. So, well, we could have this, we could have this. I'm I don't know. You just pick something. Sometimes we don't want to make decisions, and especially serious ones that come to business stuff. Some people just they don't want to think about it because it's overwhelming or it's stressful. So sometimes that just happens. So people may have different objections because they simply don't want to make that decision. They don't want to pull the trigger. Okay, and they want the dream, but in reality, they don't want it badly enough. This happens a lot. So people, they want to make a bunch of money, they want to make 10K a month and all these things, live the laptop lifestyle and all that bullshit that people sell people on. But in reality, they really don't want it badly enough because they don't want to actually put the work into it. They don't want the thing, but I don't want to do the stuff that gets me there, right? So this happens a lot, and these are people that just want to get rich quick scheme sometimes. Not going to say everybody, some people, they just don't, like, their why is not strong enough to, like, push them to do the work that it requires to get to that dream. So this can be a common reason why people have some type of objection. Or they are unsure of themselves. Some people, they're just not sure, like, they don't believe in themselves. They don't believe that they can actually make it happen. They don't believe that they can do it. Even though they see other people do it, they have doubt in themselves, which is very normal. I think a good portion of us have felt like that, or feel like that sometimes. It happens. You know, I've recently hit 10K profit in my business, which is a huge milestone for me, and I'm pumped about it. But yeah, there's still, like, certain days where I'm like, can I really do this? Can I do this? You know what I mean? Because we all have that little voice in the back of our head. Sometimes it happens, and it's normal, you know. But some people, they just really are not sure of themselves. So do they want to invest in something if they think they can do it? Especially if it's like a high ticket product. They're like, oh, do I really put this money into it? Can I actually do it? What if I don't do it? What if I don't follow through? Like, they're doubting themselves and their ability. And they don't know if they can make it work. So these two are kind of go hand in hand. They're unsure of themselves if they want to do this, or they have self-doubt, right? And the last thing is, they either don't trust you, or they don't trust, like, the product or the service that you're offering. And this is, you know, don't take it personally. If somebody doesn't trust you, you just have to build that trust. So this is something that you want to find out, because it does happen a lot. Not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody's going to trust you. Not everybody's going to trust your offer. Not everybody wants it, and that's okay. This is why we are picky with who we work with, because you want to work with people that actually, you know, you guys vibe together and you guys are a good fit. But not everybody is going to be a good fit. Not everybody is going to work well with you. Not everyone will like you, and you will not like everybody. And not everybody's going to trust you. You know, there's people out there that I would never trust, but other people trust them, right? That's how things go. So sometimes they don't trust you, or you have not built that trust yet, or they don't really trust in the product that you're offering them, which those things can be fixed. You can build trust. You can work on that. You can try to gain their trust. And you can try and build their trust with the product. So if there's something they're concerned about, you can talk about that. If they have questions, talk about it. Get them to trust in your offer to solve the problem that they're having, right? So these are the most common objections that you will face with a lot of people. So a lot of people, they need more time to decide or think. So there's a lot of people like, hey, did you want to save your spot for this thing? And they're like, you know what, I need some time to think about it, which is totally fine. There's nothing wrong with wanting to think about it. You should always think before you make decisions, right? But this is a common objection that comes up a lot. And a lot of people